Hi, I'm Peter, sometimes referred to as Purdue Pete. And today I will be teaching you how to skateboard. Now, the first thing that you should have is shoes. Skateboarding is an inclusive sport. You shouldn't have to buy shoes to start skateboarding. Now, the second thing that you should know is how to fall. People say that the best skateboarders are better at falling than skating. What I can teach you today is not to lock out your arms. Now, you probably know this already, but it's a good reminder. Don't land like this. You can injure your elbow, you can injure your wrist. Don't land on your joints either. You want to maximize the surface area and preferably roll into it. So you want to roll into it. See how my arms weren't locked, my wrists were loose, and I rolled into it. I'm not gonna lie to you, that did hurt a bit, but that's what skating is. Skating is falling, and the more comfortable you are with falling, the better you'll be able to be at skating. I have a good friend, Sebastian Vasquez, who works at Zumiez. He's been skating for a really long time, and so I asked him what advice he had for first-time skaters. What he said is the most important steps is pads and a helmet. It's not worth it if you're busted and can't advance properly with your skill set. I don't have pads with me because I don't own pads. I'm an advanced skater, so I don't really wear them anymore. But the thing about pads is once you know how to fall properly, you can be safe without them. But you don't know how to fall properly as a new skater. That's something that gets learned with time. And as a matter of fact, pads help you learn how to fall properly. I'd highly recommend pads. And I'm wearing a helmet because it's safe, so it's not worth it if you're busted. Like if you get concussed and then you can't skate for a month, probably by the time that month's over, you forgot all about skating. Now the very next thing you'll need, of course, is a skateboard. Obviously, you need a skateboard to skate. What Seb also said is that buying expensive equipment won't make you any good, and I agree with this. The best option is to buy the mid-level equipment. Don't get cheap equipment because it's not worth it to invest money into something that's low quality and you're gonna have to replace very quickly. Now, the first step in learning how to skate is to get an idea of which foot you should put in front on the board and which foot you should kick with. A method that a lot of people use to figure out their dominant foot is just let yourself fall forward and it's out of your control. What foot do you put forward? That's your dominant foot. And a lot of people say that your dominant foot should be your kicking foot. I like to use my dominant foot in the front. So I've said that's a good way to get an idea of which foot you could use, but there's no proven method other than just standing on the board and trying it both ways and seeing what you're more comfortable with. The way I skate with my right foot forward and kicking with my left is referred to as goofy style. 44% of skateboarders ride goofy according to an article on boardcoast.com. The next thing I'm going to teach you how to do is how to mount a skateboard. Okay, like so. The first thing you should do is put your front foot, whichever foot that may be, in the front of the skateboard with the ball of your foot in the middle of the box that's formed by the screws. Next step is to put your back foot on the board. So your back foot you're going to want to put sideways, again lined up with the screw, and you have roughly as much toe extended off of the board as heel, so that way you're balanced on it. And then you pivot your front foot to match the back, so that way you're standing like so. So one motion like that. What's also very important standing on the board is that your knees are bent. You want to be flowing, and you want your knees more bent than you think, bent with intention but still relaxed. That will give you the most control of your board and least likelihood of you busting your butt if you hit like a rock or something. Now that you know how to stand on your board, the way the steering works is it's pretty simple. You just shift your body weight in the direction you want to go. Now you can see the way the wheels move. In order to show the steering in action, I'm gonna have to have the board rolling anyways, so might as well explain how to make that happen while I'm at it. So what you wanna do, you wanna put your front foot on the board, like I already explained, and just push the board forward with your back. As a beginner, just do this, get a feel for it. As you get more comfortable, it's more like a kick than a push. Lean to go right, lean to go left. If you can get the board rolling and you can turn the board, congratulations, you know how to skateboard.